Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you guys are all doing great. Yes, I'm live streaming again today and I am off, so that's why I'm live streaming. Um, and I need your help. So, first of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nicole. I'm a recovering alcoholic addict. I've been sober for 3 years. I utilize a medically assisted treatment program and I also work a 12-step program. Um, I am a mom, I am a daughter, I am a wife, I'm a best friend, and I need your help. I need my audience help and I need you guys' support. So, since I've started my YouTube journey, I have really been uploading a lot of videos, you guys. I've probably got about 190 videos here on this channel. And I'm always trying to think of different videos to upload for you guys and different content to do for y'all because I absolutely love it. Making videos is probably one of the best things Hey girl, what's up? Hey Misty. So yeah, you guys, if you're in on the stream, comment down below. Let me know you're here so I can shout you out. If you have a channel, also link your channel down in the comments. I will shout you out. I have no problem going on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, and sharing your videos and helping you bring awareness to your channel if you guys have a channel. Hey girl, hey Rowie, what's up, baby girl? How are you doing? How's your daughter doing? I want to help you guys. If you have a channel, I want to help you. We can network together. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my computer up and running. This is what I'm thinking. I need you guys' help. I need you guys to help spread my channel around. I need you guys to help me share these videos and bring people to this channel. I want to get us up over 1,000 subscribers. So that way I can start monetizing my channel and putting money back into my channel so I can produce better content for you guys, so I can bring on special guests to share their experience, strength, and hope with you, so I can guest star doctors, people who work with alcoholic and addicts. I have a lot of connections with people in recovery, and I want to share that with you guys. But the only way I can do that is if I get my videos out and we start sharing them around, share them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, tag people at Recovery Journey. Just say, hey, this is my girl's channel at Recovery Journey. And we'll get the word out. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do right now is look on my computer and see what my sub count is up to. And I'm trying to enable it so you guys can see it too. I just got done watching a little girl's channel. She's 17, y'all. And her name is Jody Sedia, or Joanna Sedia. This girl had a channel for 3 months and is already at 1 million subscribers. Hey, Nikki. Okay, I'm still trying to get some help. It's just taking so long here where I live. If you'll shoot me a message on Instagram or on Facebook Messenger, Rowie, about what kind of help or treatment you're looking for. I know you live in the UK, I think. I can reach out to some of the people I know, and I can see if I can help you get that help going a little quicker. So message me your information so I can get some help for you. Hit my sub count on my vlog channel, and I had to watch a YouTube tutorial to figure it out. Yes, I know. I think I subbed to your channel too, Captain. Because I went online the other day because I saw you had subbed to my channel, and I went stalking you. I think I even started following you on Twitter also. So here's the deal, you guys. I can't do this alone. This is our channel, okay? And I need you guys' help to help me build it. the way I want this is what I want to do with my channel. I want to build my channel as a network, as a support system for addicts that are in their active addiction, alcoholics that are in their active alcoholism, and addicts that are also in recovery, and alcoholics that are in recovery, as a place to come and congregate and talk and share ideas. I want to start a podcast, you guys, every Sunday. I want to start doing a podcast where you guys can come on here on YouTube and on on SoundCloud and just listen to my voice and listen to a podcast about just different subjects about recovery, about addiction. And I want to have people come on and share on the podcast, so that way you say you're sleeping at night and you can't watch YouTube because your husband's laying right beside you. So, and you want to listen to a recovery, 3 years, and you want to listen to a recovery podcast. You can come on, click on my podcast, and just choose from the episodes. You know, they'll be about 45 minutes to an hour long. I have a regular job, you guys, so this will never be like my job, but I want to, start building my channel up so that way I can have more resources to help more people, and that's what I want to do, you guys. Like, this is my passion. I have 1 year clean as of October 5th. Good job, Misty. Misty's got 1 year clean. Captain's got 2 years clean. Rowie said she'll listen to a podcast. Okay. Yes, you guys. And so I need you guys' help. Okay. So I know what I need to do. I know I need to get a regular upload schedule, right? I know that I need to let you guys know when I'm going to be uploading. So this is what I'm thinking. We all know that I would upload every single day. Okay, so what I was thinking, and you guys tell me what you think about this. For YouTube, I was thinking I could upload every day like I have been. But what I'll do you guys like it when I come on and do live streams like this? Or do you guys want me to come on and do that morning motivation in the morning and have like those every day as scheduled content? Like, there's going to be a morning motivation at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. And then we could do live streams twice a week. And then on Sundays, we'll do the podcast. And happy birthday. And on the podcast, I want to start sharing all my story times with you guys there in live time so you can listen. And then I can go into detail on podcasts. I can tell you guys all the crazy stuff that happened when I was in my addiction. And I think you guys will I think it'll be awesome. God, this is so stupid. So this is the ideas I have. I'm so excited, you guys. Like, I feel so good about this channel. Like, I'm just getting so excited. Okay, so we like the morning motivation. I know, I'm so terrible, you guys. So this is what we're going to do. So I am going, yes, that's a great idea, Nicole. Love hearing your story times. Okay, so Monday through Sunday, we will do every day I'll put up the morning motivation where I read the daily reflection and I post it, and it'll go into my morning motivation category on that playlist. So anytime you guys are looking for motivation or positivity to start your day, you can go to the morning motivation inspiration playlist, and those will have all your morning motivation inspirations, okay? And so we'll do that just like every morning. I'll get up, record that real quick, bam, on there for you. Okay, and then I want to do a live stream with you guys. I know, I'm like, then we'll do a live stream. We'll do a live stream once a week. We'll do it right in the middle of the week on Hump Day. We'll do it on Wednesdays, so that way we can start our day out on Mondays with the motivation, and we'll go through the Sunday with that. On Wednesdays, we will have our live stream so we can all just. I got so many stories from Activation, but I'm afraid to share on my channel because I think my kids know what my channel name is. I think I'm going to start a third secret channel. Yeah, and see, if your children are old enough to understand, I can totally understand why you wouldn't want to put that out there, because you know what, especially when your kids are old enough, like, you don't want them to. I understand that. I know what you mean. So that might be a good idea. And then, like I said, if you get a recovery channel, just tell me what your channel's name is, and I will share your channel over here, and I will shout you out over here. You guys, I love shouting out other creators. I love sharing you guys the new content of other people that are sharing recovery. Even if you're not a recovery YouTuber, I love makeup channels. I love, like I said, inspiration, motivation. Oh my gosh, you guys. My guilty pleasure, tell me what you guys think about this. My guilty pleasure is watching this one channel called Doc Malk. M-A-L-K, I think. Or, yeah, anyway. It's a skin picking channel where they pick his psoriasis flakes off the bottom of his legs and his feet and his arms and his elbows, and I love watching it. Is that crazy? I love watching skin picking. Ah! I just love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's write it all down. Okay, 13 and 9, and we just... April, they don't need to hear about my shit. Oh, girl. So let's talk about DCFS, because I know... Yes, Misty, me too. Let's talk about the Department of Human Services, CPS, DCFS, whatever you guys want to call it. And I'm going to share with you guys my experience, and because I know there's a lot of you guys in here that are moms like me, who either you had your kids taken away, or maybe you haven't, but you're just getting sober, and that would have been the next step if you hadn't got sober. So I want to kind of share my experience with you guys about Child Protective Services. So I never thought I was going to have kids, you guys. I never thought I would get pregnant. All the years that I was out there slutting it and whoring around and having sex with multiple partners and just being a, just being a hoochie mama, I never got pregnant, except for that one time when I was 24. And after that happened, I thought that I had gotten my insides messed up from having an abortion. And you guys, if I talk about anything that hurts you or that's sensitive, my little boy is 4. I just have one. Just know that I might sometimes laugh or joke, and that's just because, like, it's serious to me, and sometimes I get a little uneasy when I'm talking about things, or I'll just out and right cry and bawl my eyes out. But it means, my son means so much to me. He's my number one priority. My recovery is before him, but my son is a close, right there, tied neck and neck. He is my everything, and I will kill for him. He is the reason why I got my life together. He's the reason why I'm alive today. He is my purpose and my motivation for living a clean, sober life. He is my reason and motivation for making these videos and talking to you guys and sharing intimate details of my life. I share everything with you guys. I share things on my channel that I probably shouldn't share, but the way I was taught in my recovery and growing up is that honesty is always the best policy, and that I have got to be transparent with you guys. If you guys are going to connect with me and relate, I've got to keep it real and be transparent. And my mom has always told me, be transparent. Be transparent. Let them know where you're coming from. Because I talked to my mom about you guys. I talked to my mom about, my subscribers and how I get messages from you guys in my email or the comments I get from you guys. And you have no idea what it does for me and how much you guys help me. I have been really struggling the last couple days. And I just escape here on YouTube. I come here and I talk to you guys, and that helps me so much. But I've got some stuff going on in my personal life that it's just been really, really weighing heavy on my heart. And this is where I can come and talk and not be judged and not be looked at crazy. And you guys just listen, and it helps me so much. But when I was in my active addiction, I thought that I couldn't get pregnant. So I was just, I didn't have sex protected. I was very flamboyant and promiscuous, and well, I just fucked whoever I wanted to. And when I met my husband, I fell in love with him from the moment I laid eyes on him. Do you know whenever you meet a guy and you can, like, I saw him from across the room. He was in my living room at this house I was sleeping on their couch hopping. And I saw him and I just felt this, like, connection to him without even talking to him. And I looked over and I was like, I like you. I like your vibe. I mean, I wasn't even tripping. I just said it, And we never separated from that day. Like, he called me on a Thursday. That was a Tuesday or Monday. He called me on that Thursday. We got together that Thursday, and we never left each other's side since. We've been together ever since, and I love him so much. He's the only man that has ever treated me like I deserve to be treated. He's the only man that has opened the car door for me. He's the only man that has paid for my meals and taken care of me. So he's the only man that hasn't used me and just abused me and thrown me away. He actually treats me like a human being. Every guy I'd been with before that had abused me and beat me and hurt me and taken advantage of me because I was, I'm a hard worker. And just like with my YouTube channel, like, I want to upload every day for you guys. I want to be here to connect with you guys every single day. And the bigger my channel gets, the harder that's going to get. So when my channel starts growing, I'm going to start appointing people to help me be points of contact for others that are struggling. Like, you guys, I want you guys to be a part of this channel with me. Yeah, so did me and my husband. We got sober together too. Okay, let me get back on my story. That's where I'm going with this. So we were in our active addiction together, and we were highly addicted to intravenous Roxy and intravenous methamphetamine. And I was losing my damn mind, you guys. So one of my very, 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 very close friends called the Department of Human Services, CPS, on me. And reported me for neglect and reported me for being high on drugs. And they came to my door like 3 times, and I didn't know it because I was high. I didn't know it. I just found I think on the 3rd time they left like a letter on my door. And so when I got the letter, I freaked out. I called my husband, and he was like, call them. You need to call them right away. So I called them, and they told me I needed to come down there. So I packed my son up, and me and my little boy went down there, and they drug screened me, and I failed for opiates. So when I failed for opiates, they let me know that here in the state of Arkansas, they don't take your children away if you fail for opiates. They just put you on a plan to where you have to get sober, and my son would still be with me. They weren't going to take him away. Everything was going to be fine. Well, then they came out to my house and drug screened my husband, and he also failed for the same thing, same exact thing, opiates. And that's when they came and they said, we're going to put a child protection order in, and your son will stay with you. And we were like, okay, we can do it. We're going to get our lives together, right? The next day, they came back and told me I had to give them my son. And I was just like, what? Give you my son? And I had to give my son over to them. I gave my son over to them, you guys. That day that I handed my son over to DHS, I got a Roxy. I did it, and I went straight to detox. And I haven't looked back since. That was really freaking hard for me, guys, leaving my son with them. It was the worst experience of my whole entire life. I've never had anything worse. I've been raped. I've been beaten. I've been I have been ran over with a car, and nothing has been worse, you guys, than my son being taken from me and me having to hand him over to strangers. Worst experience of my life. Um, Horrible, horrible experience. So that happened. Um, have you guys checked out the Share podcast yet? SHAIR. Check them out. I think y'all like it. The Share podcast and the Dopey podcast. DOPEY. They have uploads here on YouTube. So that happened. I had to hand my son over, you guys. And I went to treatment and I got sober in rehab. And then once I got sober in rehab, the day I decided to get out, oh, good girl, good for you guys. They tested us for everything. I mean, shit that showed up that wasn't even drugs. Like I was on Wellbutrin, and it showed up. So when my son got put into the into CPS, they made me work my A off. I mean, they made me work my butt off to get my son back. I had to go to parenting classes. I had to complete 30 days of residential treatment. I had to do intensive outpatient therapy. I had to do therapy. I had to get a psychological evaluation 3 times. I had to prove that I was sane and that I was fit to be a mother. And do you know how hard that was to prove? Because I had been in treatment 5 times. I had been to prison for, before, and everything from my past was pointing against me. But I finally I did everything they told me to do. If you are involved with DCFS and they have your kids, you do everything they tell you to do, and you do more. I went the extra mile, you guys. I know I've been away. I think I've seen a recovery thing you done for me, but I'm sorry I haven't seen it yet. But I think it's great, and I'm going to watch it. Sorry, it's okay, Bobby. I made you a video. It was in support of you, and I hope you're doing okay. I have had you on my mind because I haven't seen you around. I've been praying for you. How's it been going? If you don't mind me asking. It's nothing but love here, no shame. So anything they asked me to do, I did it, you guys. And then what I started doing was I started getting people, okay, so I got a sponsor, started working the steps, right? I got my sponsor to write a letter to the judge. I got my friends that were in recovery to write letters to the judge. I got my doctor from the Suboxone clinic to go up there and talk to the judge while we were in court. I had my counselor come, because I felt like they were doing everything they could to keep me from having my son. The attorney ad litem that was in charge of my son's case, she was against me from the very start. And it was so scary because she had so much power. And you guys, I'm not going to lie, I did use drugs when I was pregnant, and I did use drugs when my little boy was young. My little boy was not even 1. He turned 1 when he turned 1 the day after he was taken from me. So he doesn't remember it at all, which is a blessing. But I told him that he wasn't with mommy, that he got taken from me. He knows that I'm in recovery. He knows that mommy doesn't do drugs, that I'm sober. And I think he understands that drugs are something that are bad, and that he knows that he knows I have a sponsor, and that I talk to somebody else about how I'm feeling. And each night when we go to bed, you guys, my little boy and I, we have talk about it time. And we lay in the bed together, and I ask him if there's anything he needs to talk to me about. And it doesn't matter what it is. I promise I won't be upset. And a lot of the times it'll be about, he'll tell me something that he did with his friend Eli is 5. And sometimes they'll sneak behind my back and get on the tablet and watch scary movies. So whenever we do talk about it time, he'll tell me that the things that he does, that he's afraid that I'll be mad at him for. give you less time if your kids are under 2 years. Yeah, and like my son, they said it would have took me a year to get him back, but it was about 6 months, and then I got him home, and then at about 10 months they closed my case. I have not been doing right. I start my recovery, then boom, right there it is. I have to do it soon. I just can't keep doing it. Hey Bobby, so I wanted to talk to you since Bobby's on here. You guys, let's take a break from the DCFS thing, and I want to talk to you about something, Bobby. So I want to share something really, really personal with you, okay? And I hope you guys will keep it with yourselves and not go around talking about it. But somebody very close to me has been struggling with their recovery. I'm not going to say their name, but they're very close to me, and they have been sober for about 7 months, and they had a relapse recently. And the way it happened, and I'm going to tell you from an outsider's perspective, I could see like a shift in their personality, because they stopped calling their sponsor. They started to kind of like get more involved in doing other things that were not recovery related. And then when the time presented itself, when pills showed up or they were around somebody that had them, they picked up and used. And so the way it is relapse is not anything to be ashamed of, and the fact that you want to get sober and that you're even thinking about it is a huge, huge thing. The only thing that we know how to do when we're in our addiction is relapse and get high, because we have practiced it for so long. Getting sober and staying sober, staying off of drugs, is practice. That's all. It's seriously, you guys. You practice doing different. I practice playing the tape all the way through and thinking about what. So, for instance, I have been super stressed out the last couple days. And whenever I get stressed out, I'm high anxiety. I'm real hype. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm high strung. I mean, you guys can tell, like, I'm wound pretty tight, okay? And I'm like this all the time. Bow, you know? And when you're like this all the time, it gets exhausting. Like, I get sore in my shoulders. I just get tired. And when I get like that, I fantasize about Xanax, and I think about how nice it would be if I could just take one and relax and check out just for the day. Just check out for a couple hours even. And the reason I don't, the thing that keeps me from doing that, you guys, is I think about my son, and I think about if I picked up where he would be, he would have nobody to take care of him. Hi, by the way, first time here, by the way. Hey, Rachel, welcome to the stream, girl. But for the longest time, playing the tape all the way through was impossible for me, because my brain was still in mental obsession mode. And you guys, I'm not even lying to you. When you are in active addiction, and it doesn't matter if you had a week sober, because that's really you're just starting out. When you're going back and forth, 5 days sober, relapse, 3 days sober, relapse, a week sober, relapse, your mind is still in obsession mode. You're still thinking about drugs and alcohol 24/7. You're just barely white knuckling it to make it a week sober. So it's so hard to practice getting through that time when you're in mental obsession still, because that's when those cravings, that's when we are acting on our craving, and we pick up, and then that sets the phenomenon of craving in motion, and then we're off on a spree. So whenever somebody, especially opiate addicts, somebody that is either an IV heroin user or IV Roxy user, or just an everyday heroin snorter smoker, I'm talking like fentanyl every day, somebody who has a very strong opiate dependency, like, that's why whenever I know somebody that has a strong opiate dependency, if they can get into a program where somewhere will have them on Suboxone or methadone for a short time. Now, I don't recommend anyone get on Suboxone like I did for 3 years, because I wish my doctor had had a taper plan in line for me at like a year and a half. But I understand why he didn't, because a lot of people aren't ready at a year and a half to jump off. You know what I mean? It's so circumstantial and it's so individual that it's like hard to say like every person should be tapered at this time, because everybody's situation is so different. But I do believe that for opiate addicts, the relapse and the return to the opiates is so much more common. Like, opiate addicts don't stay sober. Like, it's just a lot of them go back to their drug of choice, heroin, Roxy, whatever it is, because of the feeling that it gives for them, and the physical dependency that it brings. Also, tapering off methadone after 20 months clean, but years on the clinics. That's awesome, Rachel. You can do it. If you need support, we're all here for you. If you want us to start like talking and doing like a taper calendar, and we'll mark it week by week and we can count it. Like, I want to be active with you guys, and I'm going to write that down, that Rachel Brooks is tapering methadone. Hell yeah, Rachel. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, like, I haven't tapered much. I was on 12 milligrams of Suboxone, and I tapered to 8, and I haven't gone down any farther. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to do it yet. Tapering methadone. If anybody else is doing anything they want to tell me, and I'll keep a note of it, so that way I can, just give you some cheerleading. But anyway, back to okay. So with relapse, I feel like, okay, when somebody has like a significant amount of time, when they have been sober for 3 years, 9 months, a year, 4 years, whatever, all my medications so far. Good job. Why are you jumping off all your meds? I mean, do you have if that's too personal, just let me know. But I am a firm believer of, if you have mental illness, get it treated, you guys. Don't let anybody tell you that because you have mental illness that you need to get off your mental illness medications, because my very, very good friend, pregnant. Okay. My very good friend committed suicide because her parents didn't believe in mental illness. And this literally just happened like a month ago. I missed her so much, and I loved her dearly. And her parents didn't believe, they just thought she was being lazy, and she hung herself, you guys. So if you're struggling with mental illness, or if you're feeling depressed or sad or all alone, just know that you're not alone, first of all. I feel that way too sometimes. And second of all, know that if you need help and you need to talk to somebody and you need to go to a doctor, please, please take action and do that. I'm taking meds. I was just addicted physically. I didn't need them. Okay. Don't be ashamed. Get help, and do not keep those feelings inside. Because just like with our addiction, when we keep feelings inside of desperation and depression and loneliness, those feelings, like, they start to snowball. You know what I mean? And they take on a life of their own, where it's almost like they're bigger than us. On it. Yeah, Jamie, I do. Are you, have you used any other drugs or alcohol since you've been on that dose? And have you been stable at your dose for over 3 months? Let me see. If I could get 10 days clean and get in the fellowship house, I would be good. I have to get pass the test, and I go back and get in the fellowship house, which is a 12-step program. So all you need to do is get 10 days, and then you can go into the fellowship house, Bobby. Oh. You can do it, Bobby. I'm praying for you every single day. And I know this sounds so crazy, but if you have to, you chain yourself to that bed and you stay in there for 10 days and then you call the fellowship house and you say, 911, come and get me. You know what I mean? I say the quality of life and how you live depends on if you consider yeah, okay. You could, well, you know what, Bobby? I am praying for you and I am praying for strength. I am praying for the will to do this because I know you're a real addict like I am. And we got will. And if you can will yourself to the dope man's house, I know you can will yourself to the fellowship house. I know you can do this. I know you can. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Do not give up. Trust me, there is light at the end of the tunnel in life after addiction. That's right, you guys. There is life after addiction. And let me get back to what Jamie was saying. Jamie, if you are doing the next right thing, you are not abusing your methadone, and you are happy, joyous, and free, then I absolutely think you are in recovery, and I do call you sober. Yeah, I am a pro medically assisted treatment. I am pro Suboxone, pro Sublocade, pro methadone. Yeah. I think you should just do what you need to do for you. You guys, here's my take on it. And I used to be a hardcore AA big like abstinence beater. Like I would be so angry if people didn't see my view of it until I got into the situation I've gotten myself into, and I couldn't stay sober. I'm going to be straight up with you. And I needed help. I needed assistance, and that's what Suboxone has done for me. It's given me assistance in staying sober. I call it my State Farm insurance plan on my recovery. You know why? Because it basically it helps me know that if I try to fall, it's going to catch me. I have to blatantly stop taking my medication to go out and get high if I wanted to. And for me, I was a polysubstance addict. I shot meth. My meth and Roxy, hey Sam, were my drugs of choice. I would mix them together. I would do them all. Like I loved meth. I loved meth because it kept me going. It kept me skinny and kept me on my. I was always doing something until it stopped. Until it made me start going crazy. And after shooting dope for so long, shooting meth for so many years, you start going crazy. And that's what was happening to me. I couldn't do it anymore because I was losing my damn mind, y'all. I mean, if you'll go back on my channel, I have a story time called Seeing Psy from Duck Dynasty. Bobby, this may not be the best advice ever, but it helped me get through. Sure, which is, yeah. Stephanie, I know about the Imodium thing, and I've heard it works really well. What's the difference in methadone and Suboxone? Methadone is okay, Suboxone's a partial agonist, and methadone isn't. Methadone, I think you have to go to the clinic and get dosed, and with Suboxone, like my doctor can write me a prescription for it. And I'm sure that a doctor could write you a prescription for methadone, but a lot of places do it to where you have to go in daily or weekly or whatever. I think Suboxone is a partial agonist and methadone is a full agonist. But they're both used for opiate use disorder. Yeah, Captain, I did too. Me and my husband were actually prescribed. Well, he was prescribed. I say we, but his prescription methadone for years. But what happened with me, and I support all pathways to recovery, you guys. I want to get that out there. But for me, what would happen with methadone is I would abuse it and I would overtake it. And so I would get high from it. And then I started taking it so much my hair started falling out, you guys. And I had a huge bald spot right here. But you know what, Stephanie? Suboxone aided you, but you know what? You took action to change your behaviors. So you and your higher power and Suboxone saved your life. You know? And we got to give ourselves credit too, you guys. Like, we are doing the damn thing. We all could be out there in them streets right now. Oh, yeah, it is different for everybody. Like, Suboxone, I mean, methadone fucked me up. But Suboxone, I mean, I can't even feel it. So we could all be out there in them streets right now in our active addiction. But look where we're at. We're on a recovery live stream talking about our lives and our recovery. And you know what? That shows that me right there that we all have the willingness and the desire to stay sober. We want to live a different life. We want to live a new life. Good job, Sam. Yes, and that's the thing, like, you guys, if we wanted to be out there doing the damn thing, we'd be out there doing the damn thing, you know? Changing, the desire to stop using is so strong in me, and the desire to stay sober is so strong. And Bobby, I know it's strong in you, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't keep coming back to this live stream. You wouldn't keep coming back to my channel. And I just want you to know that you can do it. Like, I remember feeling so hopeless, like, and I know, Bobby, that you've been down the Suboxone route and the methadone route, and I know you want to do it a different way now. I know you want to get sober through the abstinence way, and I want you to know that I'm so proud of you for doing that, and I want you to know that you can do it. And if you feel like you can't, I'm always here for you to come and talk to. You can message me anytime. Yes, Rachel, a little bit. I'm still inactive. I'm just so sick of it. Rowie, so I just got sick of being dope sick. I didn't want that life anymore. I know, Jamie. Okay, so let's talk about that. So, hey, Brandon. Thanks. So, what happened, okay, when I was in my active addiction and I was banging Roxy's, I wasn't independently wealthy. And so Roxy's are $30 a pill. And here where I lived, they didn't have heroin readily available like they did pills. I mean, I'll be on Suboxone for the rest of my life, but at QC from UC, that's okay. Rowie, and you know what? You make the decision. You don't have to stay on Suboxone for the rest of your life, but if you do want to, that's your decision, and it's okay. Brandon, I used to pop Xanaxes every day, all day. And you can stop taking them. You can do it. But if you've been taking them for a long amount of time, you need to do a taper. You need to medically taper off them, okay? Because you can have seizures and you can die from that shit. So Xanax is no joke. When I came off Xanax's cold turkey, I had 6 seizures, you guys. It was horrible. Brandon, so when you take Xanax, does it make you steal shit? Because it did for me. I would go in the Walmart and steal everything. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, what was that song? Y'all are getting me off on tangents. I'm so excited! I love talking to you guys. This is the biggest stream I've had in a long time. 15 people, you guys. Clean, it's just taking forever because there's only one doctor where I live. Oh, wow. Yes, you have to taper because bars are serious. Oh, it's my mind coming off cold turkey. Be living the way I was. I know, Brandon. I used to do the same thing. I would fight anybody. And you know what? Serious. They really are. And they're so easy to get from the doctor or, from off the streets. And benzodiazepines are so addictive, you guys. So addictive. And a lot of people suffer from anxiety. What I did at the county jail. Yes, Bobby, that was when you were coming off the Xanaxes. You guys, my friend Bobby literally went to the county jail and turned himself in, and he wasn't even supposed to be there because he was coming off Xanaxes. So, Xanax will take you down through there. I gotta go. Stay strong, Mama. Take it easy. Bye, Brandon. We love you. Here for you anytime. Message me on Instagram, okay? @Nicole Pludre. So, Thank you. Bye. I was tripping. I know, and that's what Xanax says to us, you guys. It fucking takes us out of our minds. About your channel on Miss Fucking Wonderful's Live. I'm glad I found you. I am too, Jamie. I'm so excited that you guys found me. I love Miss Fucking Wonderful, but I was like, listen to me. When I saw her title about the junkies, thanks, guys. Y'all are just too nice to me. So when I saw her channel title and it was like, I am 36. If you guys, yeah, I'm 36 and my mom's Mexican and my dad's Italian. It said like junkies need to die, and I was like, what? Because I like Miss Fucking Wonderful. Yeah, Rachel. And you know what? I try to like put comments like not promoting my channel, but I do like try to let people know that I have a recovery channel. But I know like I don't ever want to offend anybody if I'm typing out about my channel on their channel, you know. I know she doesn't. She gets straight to the point. So you guys, like, okay, let me tell you about my skin because it wasn't always clear. I do have a pimple right here. So let me tell you about, oh, I love Peter so much, you guys. You know what? He can do no wrong in my eyes. Like, I totally respect him. So with my skin, I used to have like the most horrible 6-stick acne all down here on my chin to where, and when I say, I know I do have work to do. I got to keep this channel up. And you guys, like I'm telling you, I am so overwhelmed with gratitude right now. You guys have no idea how excited I am to have you guys here on my channel. And Rowie, I love you, girl. You guys, so this is how me and Rowie met. We met, I think, here on YouTube, but then we became friends on Facebook and Instagram. And I will literally call her, and she lives in like another part of she lives in like the UK. And the other day I called her and her husband answered, and I think he thought I was crazier than a Betsy bug because I called her on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, just to check on her because, you guys, I just want to help you guys. Captain, I think I might be needing one soon. So I have you and this and Bama chick, I think. Such a great change from drama. I had to step away from drama. I felt my addiction brain drawing me into the drama. So Stephanie, let's YouTube and how it can be so addicting, social media. It's hard for me because we have to, as drug addicts, we have to have balance, you guys. And if we're just like constantly on the internet and constantly feeding into negativity and drama, then we're going to live that, you know, and we're going to take it out on our family members. We're going to take it out on ourselves. I mean, we could even relapse because of that kind of negativity and drama, you know. And so when I see other people like doing drama videos, like hate drama videos, I have to remind myself, like Katie said on her video, hurt people hurt people. When somebody is full of fear and they are angry and they are struggling and they're suffering, they'll lash out and try to cause hurt or harm to someone else. And that doesn't mean they get a free pass to do it, but that's what happens. And in recovery, we have to learn to not turn the other cheek, because we're not letting people take advantage of us. We have to learn how to be assertive and set healthy boundaries with ourselves and with other people. And so I have to kind of take breaks from the drama, because what it'll do is I'll be getting so into it, you guys. I mean, I'm spilling the tea, and I'm starting to want to spill the tea on everybody else. And then I'll come on here on my channel and I'll start spilling tea all over. And then I have to go back and like delete the video, because I don't want anybody spilling tea like on me, you know. How would that make me feel if, remember when that girl, like just recently, you guys, I used to put my phone number all over YouTube. I used to comment my phone number to anybody that said they were struggling and needed help. I would comment my phone number. And the wrong people got a hold of my phone number and they started harassing me and texting me every single day and sending me death threats and just horrible things. I had to go make a police report and change my cell phone number, you guys. So, like, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, and I don't want somebody else doing that to me again because I've had that. Yeah, it was pretty awful, Rachel. Like, serious. In fact, I have my phone upstairs. Oh, I think I have them saved. But anyway, one of the messages was like, "You're a 400-pound beast, bitch. You need to die. Your friend killed herself because of you." I mean, horrible things. And it was all things that this person was like stalking my videos and watching my videos. And then after they would watch my video that night, they would text me the morning and say shit to me about all the things that I shared in my videos that I was vulnerable with people about, And I do realize that by being vulnerable, I'm putting myself out there. But you guys, I'm telling you something, it is worth it. The return I get from you guys and the support I get from you guys, the return compared to the negativity is so much greater. The support I get from other addicts and alcoholics is so much greater than any trolls. And I have to remember that because what will happen is my brain will take me to the bad parts, And I almost let that take me off YouTube. I don't know if a lot of you were here then, but I literally privated my videos like a week ago. Mostly ex-addicts and disabled people, or people that care for disabled. And then there are a few cons, but yes, most of us are ex-opiate addicts. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people are, were addicted to pills, you guys. Like, more than you would probably even imagine are in recovery, which is fucking awesome. So awesome. I cannot figure out how to show my sub count. Does anybody know how to do that? So what do you guys want to talk about? We're at 463 subscribers for anybody that wanted to know. So that's pretty cool. That's six. Okay, so we've went up 63 subscribers like in the last week. It says plus 55 subscribers, so that's good. I'm trying to figure out how these people go viral, y'all. I know that's probably like, hello, I subbed to you from Katie. Hey, Zachariah. Thank you. Welcome. I keep going ahead and getting something I'm having trouble getting past. The part where the sneezing starts, your nose goes to running, and you go to freezing. Then run starts. Yes, Bobby. The sneezing. Hey, Lori. Oh, that's how I know I'm going into withdrawal. That's how I know it's starting, is when I start sneezing and I get the cold sweats. Oh, so awful. So awful. Oh, gosh, I'm being so negative. When you can make it go away in a few minutes. I know. So, Bobby, have you tried Kratom? Because I don't think that if you were trying to get into the fellowship house, if you could just wean off of the heroin or the opiates that you're taking with Kratom, then you could get into the fellowship house and wouldn't have to worry about it, and it would be maybe a lot easier to wean down. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subbing to my channel. Like I was telling everybody before, I make videos every single day, guys. And you guys, I don't know a lot about Kratom, but my friend, Avalon, she does. Her channel's called Avalon Decker, Decker. And then I also have, I have a friend named Her Opiate Fix, and his name is Leonard, but he has a channel, and he talked about Kratom, and there's a lot of, yeah, there is. And so I've heard really great things about it, you guys. I've had a couple of friends that became dependent on it, and but they got off of it. So I mean, I'm sure if you don't abuse it and you take it in small amounts, that it could probably be beneficial to helping you get off of heroin or other short-acting opiates, or even Suboxone and methadone. Like, I know Roberta, she got off Suboxone after being on it for a couple of years, and she tapered with kratom. Oh, cool! Thank you. Captain, I need to make new channels, more channels, I guess, huh? So, creator activity. I do. I like Avalon too. That's my girl. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story time real fast. Isn't it illegal? Where would you get it? Okay, so it's illegal here where I live, but you can buy it from these kratom vendors, and even like there's all White Truck and Roberta. We're actually really good friends. We talk on the phone like once or twice a week. I know you can order it from a vendor, but it's legal some places. Like in other states, I think it's legal in Kentucky. I think you just have to Google. I guess I could do that for you right now. Let me see. Kratom. It's in the coffee family. But I heard what you do is you literally toss and wash it. Online, try Laughing Lion Kratom, I think it's called. See, there you go. But it helps a lot. I've heard. I've never taken it though. I'm scared. But I've heard it helps a lot. And listen, you guys, like, I'm for anything that's going to help you, like, get your life together and get better. You know, like, I don't want anybody to struggle or suffer. I don't want you to have to go through a hard time. Like, I just want you guys to get sober and to get into recovery, whatever your recovery looks like. If your recovery looks like you're on a medically assisted treatment program for the rest of your life, I support that. If your recovery looks like your abstinence 12 step, I support that. If your recovery means that you go to Celebrate Recovery, I support that. If your recovery means you're on psych meds plus Xanax for anxiety and you do 12 steps, I support that. I support whatever makes you happy and living a productive, full life. I support anything that helps you to be present in your children's life, your family's lives, and being a part of the world. Like, I support that. Okay? So, I just want you guys to know that, like, there's really nothing there's no one way to get and stay sober, that's for sure. You know, and Rachel, I used to think there was only one way. I used to think that the only way to be sober was to go and you had to do AA. And I believed that full-heartedly because that's what I had been taught for so long. I had been taught that you weren't sober unless you did AA 12 steps. And if you did anything else, then you were just faking. You just weren't really clean. And then you know what happened? I tried for 10 years to get sober and stay sober through working the 12 steps and going to AA meetings. And I love AA. I love the steps. I love the people. But I wasn't getting it. And then I went to treatment and I got out. And on that day I got out, you guys, I looked at my husband and I said, I want to get high so bad. And my son was in DHS. And I said, I want to get high so. And my son was in DHS. And I said, I want to get high so bad. And I'm going to lose my son. And that's when my husband was like, no, we're going to get help. It's great. I am prescribed Oxy for my back. I really do have legitimate pain. And if I start having pain in it, yeah, Michelle, and that is legitimate. People that have legitimate pain, that's why a lot of people, and it's not the program of AA or NA that says these things. It's the people who are misinformed, who say things like, if you're on psych meds, you're not sober. If you take pain meds, you're not sober. In the beginning of the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, it talks about the doctor's opinion. And it talks about how AA totally respects what doctors have to say, and that if you're working with a physician and you're prescribed a medication and you're taking it as prescribed, then they have no problem with that. They have no opinion on it either. And so what happens though is a lot of the time people that are involved in these fellowships, they're misinformed, and they pick out pieces of the book to kind of like roll with, and then they say things like, oh well, if you take that, you're not sober. But you guys, so many people have to take medications for, like I said, mental illness, legitimate pain, anxiety. And first of all, God gave us brains and free will. We don't have to suffer. If there is a medication that will help you with your mental illness and your mental health or your anxiety or your pain, then you better believe you're allowed to take that. You just have to take it as prescribed. Just don't abuse it. And then you're living your best life in recovery. Okay, it's great. Okay, so let's see. I just want to say thank you. Oh, thank you, Sugar. I like that, Sugar the Stargazer. For me, meetings are not for me. I just can't. I had to do it on my own, so I just changed my whole life. Everyone I knew, I dumped all numbers, all contact ever made. Stephanie, you know what? They say this saying in the rooms. They say, you don't have to change, you only have to change one thing. And that's everything. And was on the verge of using heroin when I started the methadone. Now I'll never turn back. That's good, Jamie. So, and you know what? I have found some of the most awesome support, you guys, from girls that are in AA. But I'll tell you this. It is a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster. Let's talk about emotional sobriety really fast, you guys. And this has nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. This is about emotions. So when I first got into recovery, when I first got clean back 3 years ago, and I'm still a wild animal, if you guys haven't realized. I am a wild animal. My emotions are like this. And it's because, I guess it's because I am so animated. I do get so excited, and I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I am very sensitive. And I've always been like this, you guys. Even when I was in my addiction, I was like this. And this is why I used drugs, because I felt like I needed to dumb myself. I needed to almost turn the volume down on my personality. You know what I'm saying? Because I have always been just like, blow. And a lot of the times people don't like that, and will like bump heads. Okay, girl. And people will take like my outgoing loudness as like just being a dick. And I'm not. Like, I promise you guys, like, I care so much about whether you're sober or not. I might care more than you do. And I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I hope you guys don't mind. I know I shouldn't be, but I need to. And a lot of the times people will take me the wrong way because I'm loud, and I have like an aggressive tone, I guess. Do you have earphones on? I'm sorry if I was too loud. I have a loud, kind of aggressive voice, and sometimes I'll I don't know, maybe I just intimidate. I don't know. You guys tell me. But I've always had, and he is crying. Okay, Rachel, thank you so much for coming, girl. Love you. Hard time learning how to control and cope with emotions. They have kratom, but would they send it to a state where it's legal, or do you think I could get in trouble? How's using? Bobby, you need to get a hold of my friend Avalon on Avalon Decker's channel. I think she has some that she could send you. You need to get a hold of her, okay? She also has a friend that might have some. She had like 3 kilos. So, Bobby, if it's illegal in your state, they won't ship it there. Okay. So, emotional sobriety. Since getting sober, it is like my emotions are 1,000. It is like I cry a lot more easier. Like, it's because we're feeling all of our feelings, you guys, without like having substances in our bodies to like kind of dumb those feelings down and to suppress them. Oh, Bobby, that's awesome. You know what? Yeah, and when I'm sober, I am too. You know why? Because I feel confident. But when I was on drugs, I felt confident, but in the wrong way. Like, I felt confident like my shit didn't stink, and it really probably did. You know what I mean? Like, because I was just shooting dope all the time. You guys, I'm telling you, like, I was a liability when I was using drugs, and a lot of people didn't want to be around me because I couldn't function. I was just so... You guys, I am in my garage. It has, like, spider webs everywhere and just... But we're going to do this anyway. When I was in my addiction, it was just like... I was like I am now, but I was high. And so everything I said was like way, probably just like a lie. And I would do too much drugs and then I would overdose and ruin the whole party, you know, and everybody would be like, I became such a liability that like my husband didn't even want to be around me because when I would do drugs, I would go to the left and I would start going into psychosis. And he would get so annoyed. He took videos of me one time. And I was like thinking I was back in high school. And you know what? That's very true, Stephanie. Like, once we use substances, and we did that for a long time, it changes the chemicals in our brain. And it takes so long for those chemicals to get back to where they were before we ever used. Some of us, we might never be able to get back to it. And I think that's why a lot of people that abused opiates have problems getting sober and staying sober, because I feel like those chemicals, they have been changed forever. So now there's like a chemical imbalance, almost like a mental illness kind of state. I feel like addiction is a mental illness, you guys. It's something that, like, you know how when I'm talking and I'm like, addiction lives in the darkest part of your brain. It lives where the lies and the secrets are. Addiction lies where your insecurities are. Yeah. And it feeds off of that. Addiction feeds off negativity. Addiction feeds off of insecurities and fear. You know what I noticed when I got sober? I noticed that I'm so full of fear. I'm so afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of you guys not liking me. I'm afraid of not fitting in. I'm afraid of being different. I'm afraid that I'm not pretty enough. I'm too fat. Like, these are real things that I think about in my mind. And it's embarrassing to say that I feel like that, because I feel like after all these years, like, I should know that, you know, I'm a pretty girl and that I have a good personality. But it's like, to be completely honest with you, like, I struggle with my image really badly. And I'll get up in the morning. Oh, I'm taking this there. I'm going there tonight, huh, guys? When I get up in the morning and I take a shower and I look at myself in the mirror, I cry because I'm so disgusted with how I've let myself get. I hate looking at myself and seeing how I have gained all this weight and how... But then what I have to do is look at the alternative. And the alternative was me shooting meth. Because, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, like, my metabolism is shit. I gain weight looking at food. So I started a healthy living challenge where I'm going to start like walking every day and like kind of trying to document it. And I went walking today and I uploaded a little video saying hi to everybody, but it's like really hard for me to stay constant with it, you know? It's like a constant battle for me to stay accountable with not eating unhealthily and with drinking plenty of water. It's like, now that I'm sober, my body craves sugar. I think about fucking cakes all the time. when I'm asleep at night, you know those little bubbles that come around your head on a cartoon with a little thought bubble. I see brownies and cheesecake and muffins in my sleep, and it's like, oh my god, the struggle is real. And then put having a kid on top of it, and like he likes certain things right now because he's at that age where he's finicky with his meals, and it's easy to go and get chicken nuggets, you know? It is so hard, guys. Speaking of my child, I think so, but mostly people say I have no problem saying what I think. I'm so glad we got to talk tonight, you guys. Like, I really have enjoyed this. It has been such a good stream. So, now that I've got you guys here and we've talked about, like, what I'm going to do with the schedule and everything, tomorrow morning we're going to do a morning motivation. So, you'll get a video in the morning. Then I have to go to my therapy appointment tomorrow. And after therapy, I'll be home and I'll pop on and I'll put up a video midday. And then Wednesday, we'll have a live stream like we did tonight. Okay? But look forward to seeing a video every morning on our meditation, okay? You know, Jamie, I think it might be. And I know with Suboxone, one of the side effects is weight gain. Huh. Somebody's horn is going off. Oh, they got it. So, yeah, it really can be. But I'm going to get off here. I need to take a shower. I need to go give Nate a bath and get him some food. But I really had so much fun with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. And if you have any friends that you know that would like to be over here with us and being in this recovery game with us, and you know, bring them over. And thank you, all of you, so much. Please know, guys, that if you need to get a hold of me, you can email me. My email is in my about section, and you can also message me on Instagram. I check my messages every day there at Nicole Pludre. And you too, Jamie. Thanks for coming over, girl. I'm so excited. And I'm trying to figure out how to get my sub count to change again. Okay, guys? Thank you, Stephanie. And you guys are helping me. Y'all don't forget that. You guys are helping me so much. And that's what this is all about. One addict helping the next. And you are helping me just by being on my stream. Just by watching my videos and interacting with me in the comments, you guys. You guys are helping me. So you guys need to realize that. You need to realize that you guys are a main part of my recovery, and you guys help me stay sober every day. And I thank you for that. I will forever be indebted to you guys because you have no idea. Y'all are like my therapy when I can't get to my therapist. You guys are like the ears that I need to listen when nobody else will. So thank you so much, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the morning for morning meditation /motivation/inspiration. All right, you guys. Bye.